Do not waste time bothering whether you love your neighbor. Act as if you do, and you will presently come to love him. Experience, that most brutal of teachers. But you learn, my God, do you learn? There is but one good, that is God. Everything else is good when it looks to him and bad when it turns from him. Miracles are a retelling in small letters of the very same story which is written across the whole world in letters too large for some of us to see. Aim at heaven and you will get earth thrown in. Aim at earth and you will get neither. Don't shine so others can see you. Shine so that through you others can see him. It is when we notice the dirt that God is most present in us. It is the very sign of his presence. Since it is so likely that children will meet cruel enemies, let them at least have heard of brave knights and heroic courage. Friendship is born at the moment when one man says to another, "What? You too? I thought that no one but myself." Friendship is unnecessary, like philosophy, like art. It has no survival value, rather it is one of those things which give value to survival. What draws people to be friends is that they see the same truth. They share it. It is not your business to succeed, but to do right. When you have done so, the rest lies with God. One road leads home and 1,000 roads lead into the wilderness. In our own case we accept excuses too easily. In other people's, we do not accept them easily enough. You never know how much you really believe anything until its truth or falsehood becomes a matter of life and death to you. Each day we are becoming a creature of splendid glory or one of unthinkable horror. No one ever told me that grief felt so like fear. There are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind. He died not for men, but for each man. If each man had been the only man made, he would have done no less. Pride gets no pleasure out of having something, only out of having more of it than the next man. The Christian does not think God will love us because we are good, but that God will make us good because he loves us. Humility is not thinking less of yourself, but thinking of yourself less. Integrity is doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. A woman's heart should be so close to God that a man should have to chase him to find her. To be a Christian means to forgive the inexcusable because God has forgiven the inexcusable in you. God can't give us peace and happiness apart from himself because there is no such thing. Affection is responsible for 9/10 of whatever solid and durable happiness there is in our lives. I believe in Christianity as I believe that the sun has risen, not only because I see it, but because by it I see everything else. When Christ died, he died for you individually just as much as if you had been the only person in the world. The Son of God became a man to enable men to become sons of God. If we find ourselves with a desire that nothing in this world can satisfy, the most probable explanation is that we were made for another world. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Everyone thinks forgiveness is a lovely idea until he has something to forgive. No great wisdom can be reached without sacrifice. Love is something more stern and splendid than mere kindness. If you love deeply, you're going to get hurt badly. But it's still worth it. To love at all is to be vulnerable. The great thing to remember is that though our feelings come and go, God's love for us does not. You cannot love a fellow creature fully till you love God. Love is not affectionate feeling, but a steady wish for the loved person's ultimate good as far as it can be obtained.